Damn, son, where'd you find this?
That's fire.
Trapaholics. We make it look easy.
Fire.
Rock with your boy.
Fuck.
Welcome back to User Friendly, the friendliest podcast in the world. It's your boy Pablo Trees.
Squared Hill.
And it's Jason.
And Yazid.
We got a very special guest. He's a member of T5 Comedy, 1/5 to be accurate. He's an actor, comedian. You might have seen him at your local grocery station. Grocery station?
Gas station.
Gas station.
Hey,
I'm confused.
Hey, they need to start making those.
You might have seen him at
Grocery
your local
station. I mean, he's got everything. You know?
I mean,
He's a man of
technically,
many
they are
talents.
grocery stations.
Yeah.
You're right.
Yeah.
Seen him on TikTok, Instagram. Let's give it up for Yazid.
Woo! And at Whole Foods, you know.
How's your week, Yazid? What you been up to?
Not much, man. Everything's cool, bro. Everything is cool, man. Bro, I was just thinking about earlier, like the first time like we met each other.
Yeah.
When so this man Pablo.
I was super nervous.
Yo, bro. So this was like when I first started like posting videos like on TikTok, and I was getting a little bit of virality. And then like this man Pablo came in, and he was like he had this like sweater in his hand. He's like super excited. He's like, yo, just want to know, like I've seen your videos. I rock with you heavy. And it's like, I want you to have this sweater. And I look at the sweater, you know, and like I see there's like a pig on it. Right. Keep in mind, like I'm Muslim, so it's like I have like Islamic Tourette's.
Yeah.
So it's like when I see pork, I'm like, no, I don't care what it is, you know. So it's like, I started telling Pop, I'm like, oh no, man, you know, I'm Muslim, I don't do pork. He's like, no, it's not like that, you know. It's like a play on words that pigs can fly and you can do anything. I'm like, I don't give a fuck what it is. But nah, man, he showed hella love. So I mean, I still have the sweater till today.
Yeah.
So it was,
you wore it in some videos.
Did you get gas out of that gas station?
Gas?
Yeah.
I did.
Okay.
Yeah. I didn't.
Excellent.
I've been there multiple times because it's local to us. It's in the West Burbs. And then it looked familiar when I seen your videos, and I was like, I think I know where this is. I was like, I'm gonna give this guy a hoodie, but because I really fucked with what you were doing, and I remember watching you on the Weenie Station, and you were talking about how you wanted to be an actor, and your parents didn't really support it, so it was kind of like,
oh yeah, man.
We relate in that sense. When my parents are the same way, immigrant parents. You know?
It's the immigrant way of life. I mean, it's like they're a little bit more accepting now. Like they see, like, okay, like the numbers are kind of showing, and I guess like people are starting to notice. But like at the same time, with at least my dad, money talks. You know, it's like if it don't make dollars, it don't make sense. You know. And right now I'm down bad, so it's I need a. You
got a nice car though.
Yeah, man, but now I'm broke. That's it.
We don't use that word on the User Friendly podcast. We don't use broke.
Just
you know what I'm saying? Because you got a place to stay, right?
All right, so
you got a nice joke. You have a nice coat on. You know what I mean? Like it's like yo, like you look.
See, the thing is, bro. Like, okay, this looks expensive. But to be honest, bro, like I got this from overseas. It only cost me like $25, you know.
Hey, but but you just told me that. I wasn't even assuming how much it cost. I'm like, yo, it's just nice though. Yeah, I appreciate so it's like even with that, bro. Like, yo, we not using the word broke.
All right, so financially struggling.
Financially, like we just down bad. You know, but you gonna come back up. You got a place to go. You got food to eat. Shit like that.
Oh no, we gonna be all right, but we gonna be all right. We gonna.
But until that next payday, yo, we're making it, surviving.
Little by little, man. Little by little.
As long as we're doing what we love. How was your week, Squared? What you been up to?
My week has been interesting. I've really just been like just trying to find things to do. I just figure I figure when anything happens to me at like my job, like my job my first job, you know what I mean? I feel like when anything happens there, it's just like a sign that better is gonna come, better's on the way. So I've been like just picking up like little things, just keeping myself busy working. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like it's winter time, so now I want to just like lock in general and just like get things done.
Oh, we went to the Modern Notoriety event.
Oh, we did. So I wasn't even fucking planning on being there. That's the crazy part. Like,
wait, what's that?
So Modern Notoriety is like a pretty popular Chicago brand that it's like a blog, and they post like popular anime stuff and streetwear.
His name's Oscar, right?
Yeah, Oscar's the owner of it.
Shout out to Oscar. It was my first time meeting him. He was very nice.
No way.
Nice
and then they did a collab with New Balance.
What?
So then they had a whole event showcasing photographers and stuff. And me and Squared, we were like hesitant on going because I don't know, it's like a young man's game out there. Like,
No, that's not the reason I was.
I feel like I was in there
Pablo
like
trick
I felt
himself to be-
old, bro. Like all these people, like they're all young as hell, and I felt out of place.
Pablo go trick himself to making me feel old. I feel fine.
You said you didn't even want to go.
I didn't want to go because I didn't want to be like around people. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? Not because like I feel like I'm the old man. It's just like nah. Like I just didn't want. I went to go drop off some bags and hats of mine. And I ended up fucking staying for 2 hours with Pablo, like, and I'm just I'm drinking like free drinks, and I'm like, I just didn't plan on doing this, but it was still a good time though.
Yeah, great event.
I didn't know that existed, man.
Yeah, they're like creative pop-ups, and the way that Modern Notoriety has been doing them, it's like higher scale. Like we didn't have to wait in line. There was a long ass line.
Well, I wasn't gonna allow that to happen. No way. No more lines.
Shout out Amber.
No more
if
lines.
If it wasn't for her, we would have been
legit
out in the cold.
Legit.
Great time. Saw a lot of old friends and stuff.
Yeah, man.
Lately, I got my passport.
Oh.
Yeah, so I'm ready to hit the plane. We got a flight booked for March.
Oh, nice. Where you going?
Colombia.
Colombia.
Yeah, my
Oh,
family.
oh, hell yeah, man.
So good times. Yeah, because my shit expired last month, and I just had a baby. So it's gonna be his first flight.
Man!
So
Congrats, bro.
Thank you. My second boy. I got two.
Oh, two now.
You see why I feel old?
Yeah, that's what I'm
like
like.
these events.
I don't got no kids. I got nieces and nephews.
Yeah, same here,
that's
bro.
why I'm like, he tried to put that on me. I'm like, don't put that energy on me.
Yeah.
Still living young and free.
That's why you didn't invite me.
I did. You didn't want to go.
Go to Colombia.
How was your week, Jason? What you been? No, it's the Modern Notoriety.
Oh.
My week was bad because Pablo didn't invite me to the Modern Notoriety.
I didn't want to be there. I'm glad I went, but I was not intending on staying for as long as I stayed.
Yeah, because I'm 2 years older than you.
Yeah.
And you were saying they were younger than you?
Yeah, check them right now. Get on them.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just like a game where like it's like going to the club. Like I imagine if you're a rapper, you have to show face. You know what I mean? So it's just like I can't keep doing that. Like I gotta.
But you have to
have my own events.
Oh, you feel like
I
see.
Yeah.
Yeah, I kind of know what you're talking about in a sense, like, but I just feel like nowadays, like, those kind of things will never end, and that feeling will probably never go away.
It won't,
because it's always the same cycle. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I mean, it's been a while since there was an
creatives.
event like that. I feel like I haven't really heard of anybody really throwing events.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
Right now,
I feel like everyone's still coming off of like the COVID stuff, and
really.
Yeah,
2
like
years
things
later.
are getting.
People are definitely still getting that shit for sure. Like,
yeah, everyone that I know have been feeling like a little bit sick.
Yeah, yeah.
Not me,
but
I'm feeling a little sick right now.
Yeah, but
not me, but other people.
But I
meant
meant like the events, like
just events in general.
Yeah, like music events are probably now starting to like pop off again, and like, yeah. So it's good timing. I feel like. I did wish I did go, but I don't know what I was doing. I just think I got off late, and then you didn't invite me. I'm just kidding.
You knew I was there.
How you gonna do that to me?
Yeah, how you gonna do that to me?
I just refuse to stand. I just
boys,
refuse
man.
to stand in line. I'm just like, yo, I'm not doing this. We're going to find a way to get in here.
Yeah,
and we did exactly that.
I also didn't RSVP, so I didn't want to deal with.
Oh, dude! By the time I got up there, you didn't have to show them.
Oh, hey.
Just like, yo, like, all right, you're in.
Hey, Pablo didn't invite me, bro. No,
Roll with me next time, man. Roll with me next time, Jason. We gonna be that party.
Anyways, to get back to Yazid. So you're a stand-up comic, you're a podcaster. What do you like label yourself if you had to? Or like an actor.
I would say comedian.
Comedian
like,
for sure.
First and foremost,
like you love the craft.
I love comedy. I love performing on stage. I love making people laugh. That's
nice.
That's the fun of it, really.
Do you write a lot? Like
yeah, I mean, writing for stand-up. I mean, also writing for like short film screenwriting too. So that's kind of like what I've been getting into recently.
What got you into that?
I've always had like an interest in film. Just growing up. I've always loved like watching movies and just like seeing how things were filmed, certain angles. So the moment I like when I first grabbed like a camera, like I was ready to just like film anything, but the number one way I knew how to like my I guess my superpower in a sense was like I love making people laugh. So I want to do that first and then let me eventually get into
Acting.
film.
So what made you like actually decide to do that? You know, because like when it comes to just performing in general, whether it's like music or like stand up, that shit is very scary.
Squared was
you know
a
what I'm
mime.
saying?
Mm-hmm.
I was I was, but it's like
He has
I'm a
experience.
performer shit. I do what I gotta do and killed it every time.
Yeah.
But it's like as far as like getting up there and being like, yo, like making people, you know what I mean? The first time I feel like is probably the fucking worst time ever. Because first time with anything, even our podcast, I just said every time I tell somebody about the pod, I'm like, yo, the first episode was trash, but I'm like, yo, we're great now. Like right now, compared to the first time, like we're great. So like even getting up on the stage for the first time and like deciding to make that decision, like how did it feel for you?
How was
you know
the first time? Did you bomb?
Yeah, it was so the way it happened was like I've always been like a storyteller. Like I've always just sent like little videos and Snapchats like to my friends, just of random things that happened to me in my day or my week, you know, and I just send it over to them. And then at my university, I went to UIC. They a lot of my boys were like, "Yo, there's this open mic coming up tomorrow. It's like you should sign up for it," you know. I was like, I never really done like stand up before, like whatever. It's like, bro, you watch stand up, like you tell stories all the time. Like, you know what? We're gonna sign you up. I'm like, oh shit. So they signed me up, and I'm like, I half-ass wrote this bit like less than 24 hours before like the open mic.
Like Kill Tony?
Not Kill Tony. It was just a
Like
random. It was like an open arts open mic. You know, some people doing comedy. Some
like
people...
UIC is like not as like intense as Kill Tony.
Yeah.
It's still intense. Like you still get a crowd, I'm sure. Like people just like,
man.
but Kill Tony's like, you fucking suck.
Yeah,
like shit like that is like, oh okay.
That's the type of shit that makes you want to quit.
Yeah. So you're like,
you
all
don't
right, maybe I'm not.
Yeah, man. But no, it was just like poetry. I hate poetry, but just like the poetry of musicians and whatnot. But I just did comedy, and then like they call up my name, like, and as soon as I grabbed the mic, it just felt natural. Like I'm like, oh, this is just telling a story, you know. So they loved it, and I was only supposed to do like 5 minutes, and I was up there for like 13 minutes, and I didn't even notice.
Crazy.
So I was just like, oh, okay, I think I found my calling. So
yeah.
Second time I did it, bombed. So and then that humbles you, you know.
Oh, for sure, got to.
So it's like, okay,
it's like smoking mid. It's like you got to smoke a little mid before you get to the loud. It's like that mid humbles you for sure.
Yeah. So then it's like, all right, like there's an art, there's a craft to this, you know. Certain like. I realized I said something differently, or I realized this joke didn't hit the same with this crowd, you know? How do I make it that's funnier for a general crowd rather than just one specific group of people? So I'm like, all right. So then I just got to the lab, got to work, and then my boy Eunice, who went to UIC with me, we went to high school together.
Shout out Eunice.
Yeah, shout out Eunice. Eunice Dahlher, my boy. So he transferred to UIC when I was at UIC, and like he had just started doing comedy, and he saw that I was just like starting to do comedy as well. And he's like, hey, like let's hit up mics together. We're like, hell yeah. So we started hitting mics, you know, started catching comedy shows like within the scene.
Oh, what's mics?
Like open mics, you know, with
just like okay, for sure. I thought you meant like a specific like place. I'm like, damn,
a place called Mike's.
Yeah, I'm like, that shit sound decent.
yeah. But it's we just started hitting up all these like different open mics. So that's just kind of how it started. And
okay.
It was just us two, and then with T5 Terminal 5 Comedy, that's our comedy group here based in Chicago. Our boy Rami, who we didn't know in the beginning, just randomly reached out to us on Instagram. He saw that me and my boy Eunice were doing comedy, so he reached out to us saying, hey, like I'm thinking of getting this group of guys together to do this stand-up comedy group. You know, let me know your thoughts. We met up with him. He seemed cool. We're like, all right. He asked me who I knew. I knew one of my friends, Ado, and then Rami knew one of his boys, Momo. And we all linked up at a random Starbucks, and then talking about this idea of throwing this show and having this group, you know, and this collective of just doing shows in the future. So
was this after or before the TikTok videos?
This was roughly around the same time I started doing TikTok. So I started doing TikTok the same time I started doing stand-up. So it was like, I mean, of course, TikTok was what like kind of blew up, but in the process of doing TikTok, I was doing stand-up. So that's what was kind of happening. But I liked it though. It was hard balancing both at first because I was like, oh, like I'm really good at content creating, but I still need so much work with stand-up because stand-up it's a long-term game, bro. It's not something that like you just get good at within a few years. Like it's Like I think it's like Seinfeld said this, like your age in comedy is like how long you've been doing it for. So like you're 3 years in, like you're still like trying to learn how to talk. You know what I mean? Like you're still trying to formulate words and sentences. So it's and I mean, for me, like right now I'm 5 years in, so it's like
still a baby.
Like I'm still a baby in this. You know, most comics that like
I'm sure a lot of like old comics probably look at the TikTokers like, what are they doing? Like they're not even taking it serious.
Yeah, I mean, even when I first got into like comedy, my first couple years in, like I got known for my TikTok stuff, and I was trying to get booked in certain places. They were like, "Oh, he's just a TikTok guy," you know. I'm like, "No, I'm a comic. You know, I do this." You know what I mean? So it wasn't until I get up on that stage and prove to them like, "Hey, I have material. I have."
Like, but I feel like also like you guys kind of have to at that point, because there's been times where, not even bad, but it's like been times where people on TikTok who happen to be on TikTok who are comedians, they got up on stage, and when it's time for them like to perform or like, even like, and it's no even like this or bro, but it's like even Drewski, right? Because it's like, I love Drewski, and I'm thinking like, yo, like is bro gonna have like a stand up comedy, or is like gonna be more skits and things? You know what I'm saying? So it's like at that point, it's like you have to kind of differentiate like what you want to be. Like, not saying he's not a comedian, because he still is a comedian, but it's just like, stand up, this is me telling jokes. It's just a different art form, you know? It's very fucking hard compared to like what you had to do to become. It's like being like making music, like what you had to do, or making anything, you know what I'm saying? It's just now it's just a different game. To where instead of getting up on stage in front of all these people, I can just do this shit from my home. You know what I'm saying? But still, like, I don't know, it's just
he's talked about it. Like, I think he said that the first time he met Kevin Hart called him a bitch, because he was like, you need to get on that stage. Like, I love what you're doing, but like, you won't really know like who you are as a comedian until you get on that stage.
100%. Yeah, I mean, it's like, and I like, look, I know, like, especially like in the beginning stages, that my videos were like, it stood out way better than my stand up. Of course, you know, I mean, like I started doing videos, like it was before I started posting publicly, like on TikTok. Like I was just doing it between friends, and I was just editing for fun, just like within like myself. So like I've been doing this since like right out of high school, versus like stand up was like kind of like towards the end of college. You know what I mean? So I still had that like gauge of that realm of like creating videos. So like, of course, like my videos are gonna stand out a lot more, but like I know that like, hey, I still have a lot of work to do. Even till now, I still have a lot of work to do. You know, but I mean, I love it, and it's if I can make the people laugh, then
for sure. No, I respect it. It's like one of the hardest forms of anything, I think. You know what I'm saying? It's just like performing in front of people, no matter what. It's just like hearing jokes like that probably don't go as like you hear, like, I don't know, I'm sure you've heard crickets before, you know what I'm saying? But it's like this but like you said, it has to humble you, and it's just like, I'm sure it does not feel good in the moment, but like months, like years later, 4 years later, I'm sure you're like, damn, I'm in a better place than I was when I started doing this.
It's just rinse and repeat, bro. It's like, if it doesn't work, all right, you know that there's something missing there. Boom, there's like, you have to figure out what that joke is you want to incorporate, how you want to transition one topic to another topic, or the pacing, the pausing. There's a lot of like elements within stand-up that you kind of have to consider.
Have you ever dealt with like hecklers or like?
I was just about to say that.
Kind of.
I actually went to a T5 show, and there was a really drunk guy in the front.
Yeah.
I went with my girl.
Yeah, Pablo pulled up, man. He showed love. Like that was actually my boy.
So you knew the guy?
I knew the guy.
He was so drunk.
He was so drunk, but he was like heckling, like every 5 minutes he would go for no, like just like out of nowhere, you know, and I didn't even say a joke yet, you know what I mean?
It was probably a delayed reaction, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, he probably thought it was funny, but like later,
it took him a while to get it.
Yeah,
he understood the joke later.
Yeah, so like it was I think that was like when knowing that it was like a friend. I can't do that. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
it's just like for me, just me personally, I'm just like, I just have to keep going with what I'm doing, you know?
Yeah.
But typically with like hecklers, like hecklers, I feel like have become more prevalent these days. Like they just pop up more, because like the norm now is like is crowd work. Everybody wants pick on the audience, pick on this person. So someone wants to say something just so they can get picked on. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's what they want.
Definitely. Like a Matt Rife.
Yeah, like a Matt Rife, Andrew Schultz, you know, like type situation.
That's just like I feel like that's a very old like school type of comedy. Is like, you know, I feel like D.L. Hughley used to do that shit a lot. Like, it's just times like during like Kings of Comedy where he's just like, for fucking 20 minutes, he's just like, oh, yeah, this is what you look like. You look like this shit. This is like I feel like it's just a traditional part of like, you gotta heckle, you gotta go back on their ass for sure. But,
oh yeah, man. But it's like typically I don't really work with the crowd like that.
Yeah.
Like if I am, it's incorporated within like a story that I'm telling. Like if I'm asking the audience a question and like they agree to it or they say something, I know they're gonna say one of maybe 2 or 3 things, and I'm going to pivot that story into what they're saying back into what I'm trying to say. You know, so it's never necessarily, I'm never really working with the audience. Or let's say if there is a heckler that's like trying to say something, like I guess like I'm very awkward, so I make it awkward. And I'm like, what did you say? And I'm like, all right. Anyways, moving forward, you know. So I just like
you make them feel bad.
So I make them feel bad. So I'm just like, yeah, you just interrupted my ass. But no, I never I never do it as much. Rami and Eunice from T5, they do it very much. Like they're very much into like working with the crowd.
Yeah. I think that day Rami was the host, so that's a lot of.
Oh yeah, Rami's a great host. And also he's great with crowd work too. So he's I mean, he's like he says it a lot. He's like he's a CPS kid. Like it's like like he's like Chicago public schools, man. Like they're always roasting and like ever since he was a kid. So he's it's innate in him to do so. You know, like for me, I'm just not a roaster. It's not in me to do that.
You're a nice guy. You're a friendly guy.
Yeah, I mean,
user friendly.
I mean, hey, it's on brand with your podcast.
So growing up, were you always like the funny guy, like in school, class? You're like the class clown?
I would say so. Yeah, it was more like, I mean, the first time that I was like, I knew I was like this funny guy was like in kindergarten, where it was just like I knew I had to we all came, like it was the first day of kindergarten. We all came down like in this little circle. Like the teacher was like singing a song, you know. Everybody didn't know what to do. They were just like singing the song. I'm the only one who decided to like bounce around and fucking like sing the song while I was like moving. Yeah. And then there's like, hey, this guy's doing something different. You know what I mean? What's this guy doing? They all like laughed, you know.
That's when you knew he was funny.
And I was like, this is my calling. You know, this is the birth of Yazid, you know, but even like in high school and like like I've always just been like I always had something to say about like, I don't think that's true, or I don't, like, something's wrong about what you just said. So I have to like, and I feel like people in the class loved that I was like, I guess, questioning the teacher of their intellect or their skill, what they think is right. And like, they know that I they know like, oh man, he's about to say something, you know? It's like, and then they'd all like turn around their head around to see what I had to say. So it's like, I was always like just joking around. I mean, I feel like it's fun. It's fun. Like I like it.
That unlocked like dark memories for me for some reason. There's one time where I did that, but it wasn't.
No one laughed.
But it wasn't on purpose. Like I wasn't trying to be funny. I was genuinely asking questions of like why. Like I don't know. But that ended up being like the first time I got kicked out of class.
The teacher got mad.
Teacher got mad as fuck at me, and I was just like, "Why are you even mad right now?"
I can see that.
But she pulled me aside and she's like, "Do you hate me right now?
Yeah.
Like, do you like?"
It's your demeanor, bro.
Yeah, I mean, but to me, it was just like,
genuinely asking.
I was genuinely asking because I was confused. I was like, what are we looking at?
Ass. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, it was.
I'm sure.
Yeah, and back then it was like no filter, so it's like
I'm
even worse.
You with no mustache right now, like just like probably just.
It was history. It was like some history class. I don't know. It just reminded me of that moment where I got kicked out of class and I was just so confused on why I was getting kicked out.
Yeah.
But then I just sat outside and the teacher. Yeah.
So when you went to school in Jordan, how was it?
Oh man, how do you know about this?
I got some intel.
Yeah, man. I spent middle school all 3 years in Jordan overseas. It was like even during that time, I didn't come back here to visit. Yeah. Like it was just straight 3 years, like de-Americanize yourself boot camp, you know. So as my parents called it.
Crazy.
So it was cool. Like I think at the time I feel like middle school anywhere sucks. Like it's middle school, you know. It's like,
were you mad because you wanted to stay, or you were happy to go?
No, I mean, like, well, my parents lied to me because they said, "Oh, we're only gonna be there for a year." I'm like, okay, and then like another year when I went by, I'm like, all right, it's like, first year's over. Are we going back? They're like, oh, we're staying for another year. I was like, oh, we're staying for another. They just kept delaying it. So they lied to my ass. So I was like, all right. At first, I hated it. I mean, it's like you're in a new environment, like you're in a different environment every single time. So it's like, for me, like it was. I didn't go to just one middle school. In those 3 years, I went to 4 different middle schools. So
in a whole different country.
In a whole different country. So every single year, or in 6th grade, I went to 2 different middle schools, and because one was worse than the other. Like the first one, like the teachers did not care that I was like getting like my ass kicked. You know, like I was like kids are just like,
they said that shit builds character.
Yeah, kids are just fighting every day for no reason, bro. Like there's even this one instance where this kid, he came up to me. He's like, "Hey, you want to play Kusa?" I'm like, "What's that?" Kusa is a squash, right? But like what we do with squash is that like we take out the insides with like this like metal scraper. So, and like to fill it up with like rice, and then like we cook it like into a soup, and like that's what Kusa is, you know? So he's asking me, "You want to play Kusa?" I'm like, "Oh, I like Kusa. That tastes good." I'm like, "What is that?" He's like, "Come over here." He's like, "Put your hand out." Like, okay. He has like a metal ruler, and then he holds my hand down, and him and 2 other kids, and they put the metal ruler and just
fuck, dude.
Yeah. I was like, "What the fuck?" I was like, and then I was like bleeding a little bit. I was like, "What's going on?" And then they thought of it as a joke. I'm like, what the fuck? You know? Yeah, so then I got left that school.
That's crazy.
And then I went to this other school in 6th grade. It was called Universal School 2. Because the first one just wasn't like, I don't know. It was just like the sequel, you know what I mean? Yeah. That one was also terrible, just constantly getting into fights, you know, just wasn't blending in. One of the things I was just the stupidest thing, I was just like, "Oh, my name's Yazid. I like Nintendo." They're like, "What? We're PlayStation. Get him." You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's just
Damn,
like,
what the fuck? Super young.
Was he whooping some ass at least?
Sometimes.
It's okay.
Sometimes yes. Sometimes a lot of times
it's all good though. You got
to fight another day.
Yo, shit.
Oh yeah. They so like I win some, I lose some.
That's how them losses teach you how to take, you know?
Yeah.
You know, I got to know how to take one.
Yeah.
I appreciate the wins.
Yeah. 7th grade was cool. I liked 7th grade. But then when 8th grade came around, my parents were like, "Oh, we're taking you out of the school." I'm like, "What? I like the school." I'm like, "Why?" They're like, "Oh, well, your sister has buy one, get one free on students." I was like, "Oh, they're doing BOGO on students, man? What is this bullshit, you know?"
Yeah.
It was like the dumbest thing. But then I had to deal with the same bullshit again, but then came back here for high school, so...
Yeah, so you're
but then that like built character, you know, because like when I came here, like, and then people were trying to talk like smack. I'm like, "This is easy. This is like I can like."
You want to play?
I've dealt with 10 times worse.
What is it called? Kusa?
Yeah, it's like,
y'all want to play? Y'all want to fucking play? I'll put your hand out.
Have you incorporated any of these stories into your set or not yet?
Not really. I mean, when I first did stand up, I talked about my like time in Jordan, but not recently. I mean, recently I talked about like my experience when I recently just went to Jordan this past summer. So
how was that?
It was good, man. I loved it a lot. Like, it's my first time visiting in like 10 years. Yeah, so I haven't been back in a while. It's good seeing like all my uncles and aunts and everybody. And then like what's funny is like when I landed into the airport, like one of my little cousins, like, because all my uncles and aunts were greeted us at the airport. They're all there. And one of my little cousins comes running up to me, you know, and he's like, and he gives me a big hug. He's like, "Yazid, I miss you so much. I haven't seen you in so long." And I'm like, "How old are you?" And then I'm like, he's like, "I'm 7." I'm like, "It's been like 10 years since I've been back. I
haven't seen you so long.
I don't even know who the fuck you are right now." You know what I mean?
That's crazy.
Yeah, man. Like, but it was like
unconditional love.
Yeah, yeah, but then like even like seeing all my uncles and all my aunts and everybody, it was just very, very good seeing them. And then plus this is my first time being there, like talking to all my uncles and like as an adult. Like last time I went was in high school, but it's like now you're actually conversating with them on an adult level, so it feels a lot better, you know, just like hearing their stories, you know.
Yeah.
So like things that I thought were uninteresting, like when I was like in high school, you know. So definitely. I mean, I always heard like telling me stories here and there, or seeing them like do like crazy shit, but it's never like it's never been that one-on-one, you know, where you understand it on the level.
Because I feel like as a kid, you don't really care. You're just trying to get back to playing, or you're trying to whatever the fuck you're doing.
Mm-hmm.
But now we could appreciate it more. Like yesterday, I had lunch with my grandma, and she was telling me how my grandpa proposed, and she was telling me like the details, and I was like, damn, like I can't believe I never asked this. So it's like the little things like that.
Mm-hmm.
Like our parents always talk amongst themselves, and now it's like more fun to conversate.
Yeah, man.
It's cool growing up.
Yeah, no,
I'm not that old. I'm not that.
Like, you the only one who feel like that in here.
Yeah,
right
I
now.
guess.
With your grown ass.
with your 2 kids.
Shit.
That's cool,
so do you tell them what you do? Like you tell them you're a comedian? Or,
they know.
Yeah.
Oh, that's why his cousin said, "Oh, I missed you so much." It's not even like you don't miss me. He's like, he saw him at TikTok. He said, "Oh shit."
Yeah,
he said, "Oh, this
man.
my cousin."
Yeah.
Oh, I missed you, cuz. I missed you so much. Fuck.
Exactly.
Trying to get in good with you.
Yeah, but it was I was surprised of how much of my family knew. So just from my dad's side alone, like I have 4 aunts and 6 uncles, just from my dad's side. And then on my mom's side, it's the opposite. I have like 3 uncles and like 6 aunts. So like it's a like very, very big family. Sure. But like I knew they knew, but I didn't know how much they knew, you know?
No, once one of them found out, the other 9 were like, "Oh shit, yeah, we know too." Like they're looking at the numbers, like, "Oh, this is a real thing." Numbers,
man. But the thing is, like they were doing this thing. They were just like, "How come you're not the guy on TikTok right now? You know, how come you're not doing the thing?" Like, it was just like
try to put you in a box.
Yeah, I'm just like, because I was like, when I was there, I was just very mellow, you know. I'm just having a good time. I'm chilling, you know. Then they were expecting like me to do some like crazy shit, like move around, or I don't know what they wanted me to do, you know. But just talking to them, it's cool, I guess, you know. Like it was weird at one point, like all the little kids just like surrounding around me. Like one of my cousins would not stop annoying me. It's like, Yazid, we have to do a TikTok. No, it's like every day, bro. He would call me on the from like my aunt's phone number.
Did you do one with them?
I did. Yeah, I eventually did. Yes, you know, I had to. You know, you know, it's like it was just like. It was like one. I had fun like doing the video. I was like, because at first I wanted to think of something, you know, to incorporate him in, because I didn't really go in to Jordan wanting to do videos. I just wanted to just see family and have like eat good food, have a good time. You know, I wasn't really thinking about like making content or anything like that. But like I knew it was gonna like make his day, so I was like, okay, we'll think of something. Like let me just give me some time. I'm here for a month, you know. Yeah. And then like a few days before I left, he's like, I got one, you know. So we had like a family gathering like at one of my uncle's like farms, and he was just like, he did this thing where like out of nowhere, like he just he did this thing where like, he was like, hey, what's up, baby? Keep in mind he's like 9 years old.
Yeah, that's cool.
I was not picturing that for a second.
That's cool for you too, you know. Like
I was like, wait. That I'm like, get back here.
I feel like that's cool for you because that kind of inspires like the next like you know what I'm saying, generation for like somebody maybe you didn't have when you were younger. You're like, damn, I didn't really get to see. You got to more experience it while you're in college. Besides like see somebody doing it and be like, well, damn, I could do this shit too. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's cool for like family, especially. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, 100%, bro.
So yeah, that's breaking like hella boundaries, bro.
Yeah,
you know
last time I seen this kid, he was literally just born, you know, and now he's like, you know, this whole ass 9-10-year-old. You know what I mean? Yeah. So I was like, damn, like I hope I made his day. I don't know, but like it was. But after that, he was like, "Oh, okay, you posted on TikTok, but now you have to post on Instagram. You have to post on."
Damn,
I was like, "Man, you're getting on my ass, bro." I'm like,
he sounds like my firstborn. So my son Lucas, he's 6 years old.
Oh no way!
He's got a YouTube channel, and then he forces me to like edit his videos.
Oh, okay.
But like I tell him, the whole time I'm editing the video, he's like on his tablet playing, or he's on Fortnite. I'm like, you're not putting the work in. Like I'm doing everything for you. So I tell him like, if you want me to edit your videos, you got to be right next to me, or like you got to like, tell me how you want it.
I was on the phone with him while he was talking, while he was saying this stuff. I'm
and
like,
then
damn.
Square was like, yeah, tell him, Pablo, tell him. Lucas? Like you're on
I'm
his
like,
side.
yeah, shit. I'm like, yo, I'm 6, bro.
Mhm.
I'm 6. Like, I'm not saying I can't pay attention, but I'm 6. Like, I'm already pushing the content. I just need you to edit it for
As
me.
a father, I gotta tell him like, if you want to learn this shit, you have to learn it yourself, or like you have to like show interest and stuff. This is funny.
Wait till he about, as long as he's asking about the YouTube videos, wait till he about like 8. Because right now he's just like he want that tablet.
Yeah.
He want that tablet. He's like, I'm not
play.
pressing anybody that doesn't say. If it doesn't say like whatever game this is, then I'm not pressing that.
If it's
shit.
not
Like,
a touchscreen, I'm not touching it.
not at all.
Yeah. It's
So who's your do you have like a top 5 comedian, or who's your favorite comedians? I say top 5. I feel like that's like a good number. Like it's like a good like, or maybe top 3.
Hey, my top 5 is T5, man. That's what's my boys.
Good shit. Good plug. Good plug. As they should
bars.
be.
Yeah, I mean like comedians I look up to. I mean like,
or that inspired you to be.
Yeah, I mean there's like when I first, like one of the first few comics that I watched was like Russell Peters. There's also Gabriel Iglesias.
Wow.
There's I forgot who, Chris Rock, of course. You know, there's like I love how I said Gabriel Iglesias. I looked at you. I said Chris Rock. I looked at you.
We can relate.
Bobby Lee. No. My dumb ass. No, but what's it called? I mean, I grew up watching them, you know, so I was just like, okay, like I kind of like enjoyed it, and then I was like, but I didn't know it was gonna be like something I wanted to do. But now, it's dope seeing like your own people just like on screen doing stand up. Like
around that time, there wasn't like a famous Palestinian.
Yeah, like not at all. Like Mo Amer is like a big like inspiration, like for not just myself but like for the rest of the guys.
He's from Houston.
Yeah, he's from Houston. Yeah.
His show on Netflix is fire.
Yeah, but like Mo is like, he is like an amazing dude, bro. Like we met up with him in Houston. Like we chopped it up with him like while he was there. Like he wanted to come to the show, but he was like, hey, like I can't make it because family's here, but look, like let me hop on call on FaceTime and say what's up to the people.
Yeah.
I was like, that's love,
dude.
man.
He was in Black Adam. That's
yeah
crazy.
But so like he hopped on like on call like after the show, and then like Eunice was like on the phone with him. Was like, hey guys, we have a special guest, or whoever wants to say what's up like to you guys. Everyone who was in Houston was like, Mo. They all knew. So and then he just said what's up, and he showed hella love, man. Like he made a few jokes too, but it was cool, man. It was cool.
It would have been awkward if he didn't answer the call.
Yeah, man. It's like, oh, never mind. Like Mo Amer's dope. Hassan Minaj also like very big inspiration for me too. When you see your own people, it's very inspiring, and meeting them as well. Like they want to see the next generation grow, you know. And it's like in some ways that it's like they're co-signing us. They're like, yo, like you're next type thing. It's like it's like, it's cool that like we have them like on our side in some way, but at the same time we have to put in the work, you know. We can't just be like, oh, they got her backs. Like, no, like we have to, like the work has to show. It's like the jokes got to be good and everything's got to be cool. So right now it's like, yeah, the Hassan Minaj, Rami Youssef, Mo Amer, who is like funny like Chicago comic at the moment that I really enjoy is Ken Flores. You know, I'm sure you know Ken.
I have no idea who Ken.
You don't know who Ken Flores?
No, I gotta look him up.
Bro, Ken is hilarious, bro. Like he's been popping off like this past. Like he grew exponentially, bro. And Chicago rocks with him, heavy. Oh no, that's not the guy. But
how did that name come?
Ken Flores. There you go. Boom. Yeah, man, this guy.
Oh yeah, I've seen this guy.
Yeah, bro, Ken is hilarious, bro. Like he popped off in like the past year, bro.
Yeah.
Like just posting clips and like crowd work and whatnot with on TikTok and Instagram, and he's just been going through the roof. And now he's just selling out like states, like nationwide. So
it reminds me of like Ralph.
Yeah, man.
I'm sure they.
Yeah, Ralph is also hilarious too, man. So, Shane Gillis at the moment too. He's an absolute killer.
As like a sketch, would you consider yourself like a sketch comic? Like, Because I feel like Shane's like all about that, like sketch comedy. He has his own show, right?
Yeah. I'd love to eventually have like
that type of show,
professionally filmed like sketches on that level. That's kind of like what I want to do. So like right now, like what I was known for was like my gas station videos, but like I'm trying to pivot into doing more sketches and pivoting outside of like the gas station realm, like because I feel like I kind of boxed myself in for a bit.
No more gas station videos.
I want to work on something eventually in the future, but not necessarily like the videos that I was doing, but like more of like a show behind that.
Nice.
Like a kind of like a story of like my life working at a hood gas station, you know. So it's
I could see it.
A lot of things that I've just personally experienced and seen, and like it's I feel like it would be like a cool, funny show that I want to do eventually in the future.
What's the craziest thing that you've seen working in the
you didn't have to drop the look.
I mean, you can also like edit that out too. But I just know because I lived there, so
yeah,
it's like that shit can get wild, bro.
Craziest thing. I don't know, man. There's just been so many things. I mean, like,
do you really lock people in if they try to steal?
We don't have the automatic door lock thing. Like, there's some gas stations do have that. But I mean, it's not too bad compared to like, because we used to have a station out in the west side of Chicago in K-Town.
Mm-hmm.
So that was bad.
A lot of K's.
There's Roosevelt and Pulaski. That's where we used to be. But that was like, it was so bad. There's too much violence out there. Like, and it was just like it was becoming like a little too unsafe. So like, we ended up going to, but not really much goes down. Like for the most part, like we built kind of like this like a good relationship with the people around there in the community there. So it's been nice, you know. It's like especially like when like my videos were popping off. Like I swear every hood knew me. It was the weirdest thing that happened. But like every person that comes in, oh, you the dude from the video, and it was I guess one of the, I wouldn't say it's like the craziest thing, but this one dude came in one time. And he was like, "Oh, you're that dude from TikTok." I'm like, "From that one video." He pulls out his phone, starts recording. He's like, "Yo, do the thing." I was like, nah. I realized like this is not what I want, you know. It was just kind of like, yeah, like it was very like
dance for me.
Yeah, like dance for me.
Yeah,
you know, it was just like
it was Kanye had a video where he's with Dave Chappelle. And he's like, make him laugh. He's like, say something funny. And he kept like looking like it was so awkward, bro. But it's like the same situation. It was like, bro, like, yeah, I'm chilling, bro. I'm chilling, dude. What the fuck?
Yeah, it's like, all right, your total is like $5.99.
Yeah, like, bro, like,
like I don't know.
Do you feel like the videos might have like increased the sales in the gas station for a bit, or was it like a bad look? Like, was it more positive or negative? Or not really.
In the beginning, I think I would say so, because people were just at one point were just coming in just to be like, "Yo, that's the guy," you know, and they were like, "Oh, they had to buy something," you know, since they're already there, type situation. So I felt like to some extent, yeah.
Your dad was cool with it,
but like it wasn't like a huge like I wasn't like, because I never made it public on my page where the gas station was. Like I never did that. Actually, I'll tell you what the craziest thing that happened. So when my videos were going super crazy, and I had one video that went super viral, and in that video I was wearing a BP, because our gas station is a BP. I was wearing a BP uniform, and it went viral on every single platform. It did not miss TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, you name it. And BP ended up reaching out to us saying, "Hey, like that video has the brand, the BP logo. You can't be posting videos like this."
Yeah.
Now, at first, I ignored it. I was like, I don't give a shit, you know. But then I had another video go viral like a couple of months later. But that one I had like just straight up the whole big ass BP logo straight outside, and they made a big deal about that, and we got an official letter from BP corporate,
like a cease and desist.
That's like fire though.
Yeah,
that's cool. You should frame it.
So it's like saying that, hey, like, look, if you continue to post these videos, if you don't take these down, we're going to revoke the business license that you have, an agreement that you have with BP, and you won't be able to sell BP gas at the gas station anymore.
Yeah.
And my dad saw that email first before I did.
He said, "Cut this shit out."
Yeah, he's like, Yazid, they're going to close down the gas station, the business. What are you doing with the video? I was like, he was like very like upset, and I was like, Baba, I'll take care of it, you know. So yeah, so I had to, those videos I had to take down because like they were telling me like, oh, you have to take it down from the source, even though like the video has been shared thousands of times on different pages, different platforms.
People
like,
could screen record and shit.
Yeah, I have no control. You know what I mean? It's still being surfaced to this day. Like people still talk about it. I don't know how. Like, but yeah, it was a very. I feel like it was like just a crazy moment, knowing that like a big Fortune 500 company,
legit,
reached out, just had seen my videos and wanted to take it down. I feel like it was a cool flex, you know, for a bit, but for a while, like I wouldn't even mention the name, like it's BP, you know. I was very like cautious. No, I don't give a fuck. Fuck them. Like I hate BP. So even though we're still associated with them.
Is it hard to like get another company like that? Or
you're in a contract. So gas stations have like a 10-15 year contract until like either you, then from there you can either decide to continue with that brand or switch off to another brand. So
crazy.
I think we still have like 5 years. So.
It's like a franchise, like Wingstop.
Yeah,
that's cool.
Yeah, man. So
I'm getting kind of hungry, guys. Do you know what time it is?
What time is it?
It's snack time, baby.
Snack time. Bam, 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 bam. Introducing snack time.
Yeah. Fuck yeah. Let's go.
You know how to beatbox?
Wait.
Make beats.
Do I know how to beatbox? I wish I know how to beatbox. Wait. So this is a segment in the podcast where you guys just like do snacks?
Yeah, we just eat
snacks.
So basically, you know, I'm sure like since you've been at a gas station, you've seen all sorts of snacks, right?
These are the candy grapes, yeah? Yeah. I know what this is, man. I know what this is.
What is that? Oh, this is the thing we talked about on that one podcast?
Mm-hmm. It has like the...
Wait, where did you get that from? Harold's.
You can get them from anywhere. JJ.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Oh yeah, you can get it at a gas station. You can get it at a JJ.
Yeah,
Fish.
I don't. You know what? I haven't never trusted all gas stations with the taffy grapes.
Yeah.
I'll settle at JJ's. Not all the gas stations though.
Wait. Do these have gelatin?
Yeah, I'm sure it does. Yeah.
You know they do.
Yeah, they do.
I don't think you can.
Man, come on, bro. We've established this, man. No pork for me, brother. Come on.
That's crazy. These have pork?
I told you that. I've been told you that.
Man.
I've told you that a long time ago.
Most gummies.
You say you don't even eat pork.
See, I already touched it, man. See, now I feel myself melting.
Great job, Pablo.
You have the grapes?
No, I'm cool with the grapes, man. Yeah, I love
Great
these.
Job,
I love these.
I mean, you've been at the since you've been
I've
at the.
told you that before, dude.
Oh, hold on, no, we all have to have one at the same time. Though.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Okay, let's do the grapes first.
Since you've been at the gas station all the time, you get to pick out like what snacks there are and stuff at the store too.
Oh yeah, I mean, I get the stuff personally.
Like, you get the wrap snacks?
Wrap snacks are there always. It's a certified.
What's like the
certified hood classic, man?
What's the best snacks? Like that do the best sales.
The Chester hot fries are always a seller.
You could do it.
One of some of my favorites.
Yeah, it's my favorite. You know. What else is there? I feel like those like little like now and laters, those little 35-cent like candies or whatever, Mike and Ike's or whatever, like
the fruities,
like those little fruities. Like everybody loves those.
We found out on the last episode that Fruities is a Chicago company. I don't know.
Wait. Also,
you found out. Chicago company. Tootsie Roll, same thing.
Vintners, Crunchy Curls.
Yeah,
that's
everything
Chicago.
Great
man.
comes from Chicago.
Yeah.
You found out about Tootsie Rolls.
Yeah. Hey, whoa,
no, I knew about Tootsie Rolls.
I
told you a week before I actually did a whole.
You didn't know about.
You
didn't know about Tootsie Rolls. I haven't.
I did.
You knew about fruit, whatever.
I did.
All right, I'll pull up the clip. Right?
Pull it up.
Right.
Prove you wrong.
Not on the pod.
Also, shebangs.
That sounds good. I don't know what that is.
Yes, bro. Shebangs started off as a jail snack, like a jail chips. You know, it started off in jail. It wasn't even out on the like.
That's
the
like the off-brand like Lay's and like.
Yeah. It's like it started. It was literally in jail. Like they only served it in jail. Like it was like a chips there. But then like it got so popular in jail that they're like, we should sell this to the public. And then like there are people who were like. Got out of jail at one point. They're like, "Oh, we used to eat this shit in jail, and it's delicious, you know." And it became popular. So that's shebangs, man.
Yeah,
crazy.
And also, what's funny? What's funny? It says halal on there.
Shebang
on the shebang chips. It's made by some Arab dude. But all right.
3, 2. We're gonna rate this from 1 to 10.
You ready? Hold on, we gotta get close to the mic. ASMR.
What is this called again?
Taffy apple grape.
Good classic, yeah.
You know, I forget I have sensitive teeth.
Did you have braces?
Way back when. But
They're just sensitive in general.
they're just sensitive in general.
Wow.
Anytime I eat something cold and sweet at the same time, it hurts.
A hit, man.
It is white chocolate.
I give it like a 8 out of 10. I kind of like Mr. Submarine's better. You know Mr. Submarine?
Yeah. I feel like every place does it differently.
Mm-hmm.
But those are banger. We actually don't sell those at our gas station. We have to though.
Get in tune. I found these at the gas station.
The mobile down the street does.
Okay, so if you don't like BP, what's your favorite gas station?
Only saying because I was down there, you know.
If I don't like BP, what's my favorite? I feel like Speedway's got everything. I don't know.
Speedway's coming up.
Speedway's
That's where I get my gas right now.
Me too.
Low key. It's pretty cheap.
Yeah, Speedway, Shell is cool. The same. I mean, they all spill oil.
All right, I gotta use that.
Oh, you want another one?
No, but back to these grapes though. I don't know if I like it.
Oh damn! I was ready to eat that damn. That got me.
Let's just eat it.
Okay.
Well,
I mean, I'm sorry.
come on, man.
We'll just take that.
The thing is, I wish I could have these. You know,
No.
I just have to have the halal version.
Understand,
That's
for
not
sure.
as soft and chewy.
I just told him
you know what I
already
mean?
that these have pork because he don't eat pork.
Yeah,
He don't eat pork.
man.
Look, he don't eat pork.
Mhm.
And pigs and shit.
Yeah. Yeah, man.
They're pretty good.
Wait,
I guess they're a hit, bro.
he said he got another snack?
No, he said he's using the bathroom.
Oh, okay. I thought he said he had another. Like, I was like, I got excited.
He's letting go of the snack right now.
Oh, I want another grape. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah,
No,
no,
for sure.
please.
Crazy, bro.
I mean, these grapes are like, it's interesting because you can have some water too. You
Oh,
have
yeah,
water.
I got one. Yeah.
I just don't like because I've been really big into texture lately. It's just kind of crazy. It's like wet, but it's like peanuts and like I don't know. I need to try. I don't know.
These airheads make like a face.
You get a little bit of everything.
I need to like try it from another place. You know,
I
what I'm saying?
feel like these grapes specifically aren't sour enough.
The grapes are pretty good though.
Yeah, they're not sour enough though. Some if you get those extra
It's
sour
like they've been
grapes.
sitting for a little minute. You know what I mean? Like they're not bad. They haven't gone bad, but you can tell they ain't as fresh.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you can tell by the brownness on it. I'll still eat it. I don't give a fuck.
Oh, for sure.
I don't know. That's a crazy combo.
Mm-hmm.
Never tried. What else do they Laffy Taffy it? Like, what other fruits do they do that to?
I mean, you can really
Apples.
use any fruit. Affy tapple, taffy apple.
I think that came from Chicago, low key.
Yeah, I would
Yeah,
imagine.
Chicago, then, yeah.
It's like it's
Everything cool comes from Chicago.
They probably don't eat these bitches nowhere else, like taffy grapes.
Nah, I've never heard of that. Do they sell something like this at Harold's though? Because I remember.
Yeah,
Okay,
they do.
because my homie was telling me
JJ's.
they were telling me there was actually
Usually
like fire.
Sharks, like any chicken
Ooh,
spot
Sharks.
like that.
Mhm.
Yeah,
There's only one Sharks I really like. It's at NIU.
I feel you. That's
Dude,
crazy. There are a
yeah.
lot of good sharks.
Yeah, I
The
mean,
one on 20.
every spot does it differently, man. It's not. It's
That's
never
what I'm
the-
saying, dude.
it's
They're
never
all
the same.
individually owned, so they all can do that shit. Like the JJ's is like, yeah. Look at this, man. I don't know. It's not the best presented goddamn taffy apple or taffy grape.
Because it's not fully covered.
No, because it's all these brown ass grapes.
Uh,
They can't get rid of them.
You've had them from somewhere
They can't
else?
get rid of them fast
Mr.
enough.
Submarine.
Mm.
They're a little fresh.
They look like that?
They're covered a little bit more. I mean,
Yeah.
they're good.
They're not as sour.
It is what it is.
I was mentioning they're not as sour. I like a little bit more sourness to it.
Nice.
Good, good, very good, man.
So we're getting close to Christmas, guys. It's 'tis the season to be jolly.
I don't give a fuck.
This is coming out probably around Christmas time, but
Hey,
um,
happy holidays if you're celebrating.
yeah. What is everyone's plans for Christmas? Like, what do you do for Christmas?
I mean, I don't celebrate,
Not
but
really.
it's I just stay my ass home where I'm working. You know.
Nice.
Then everyone questions me like, "Why are you working on Christmas?" I was like, and I make them feel bad. I'm like, "Oh man, you know, because my family don't love me or something." I try to make it.
Do you guys have an equivalent like to Christmas
where
where you get presents? Or?
Yeah, we have. I mean, there's Ramadan,
Okay.
like, where we fast like from sunrise to sundown for like 30 days.
Yeah,
Then
yeah.
after Ramadan, we have Eid, So it's just like the celebration after like fasting. So, and then we have a second Eid that comes like 2-3 months after that. So, Eid is like kind of like gift giving, and then like spending time with the family.
And it's all around this time too. Or?
Every year, it comes in 2-3 weeks earlier than the next year.
Oh, so it's always changing.
So every year it comes in 3 weeks sooner. So it's like this year Ramadan's gonna be in March. Last year it was in April.
Crazy.
So it's like it comes by earlier. So like, and I believe in 2030 like time, it's like it's gonna be around Christmas time.
That's cool. So it's like different seasons.
Yeah.
Every time. Wow.
Yeah. So
it sounds better than Christmas. It's like a longer period. You know what I'm saying? It's not just one day. And
yeah. Wait, have you guys ever tried fasting before?
Fasting, but damn, that's from every
just
day.
Like a day.
So for 30 days from sunrise to sundown, but not, you don't have to do it for 30. Have you tried just one day?
Oh, I've done I fasted before for sure.
Yeah, but no water, no.
Oh, no water.
Yeah.
Oh,
this
shit.
This is the classic. Yeah. So it's no.
See, I American fast.
Yeah.
I ain't do the fasting.
Yeah,
Right.
you do the intermittent fasting. No, but it's it's no water, no smoking, no eating. You can't even breathe. No, it's yeah, but just from sunrise to sundown. I mean, what's cool about it is like when Ramadan comes in the wintertime, the days are shorter.
Yeah.
So it's a little bit easier, but when it's in the summertime, it's like long days.
It's 12 hours or how long?
Like
if you put in hours.
During the summer, it would be like
it don't get dark till like fucking 8 in the summer.
Yeah, so it's like 15, 16 hours.
Hell no.
But in the winter time, it's like maybe like 10, 11 hours.
Your body, I'm sure your body gets into impeccable shape. Not impeccable shape, like because you're not eating it, like, but like
maybe.
Yeah, I don't know.
I feel like
you're in great shape. Look like you're in great shape right now.
I mean, I just drank a Red Bull, bro. I don't know.
I think we're like naturally like gluttonous. Like we indulge in a lot of shit that we shouldn't. So I'm sure it brings you back to your roots and stuff. Like
yeah, I mean, I'm like. I eat pretty healthy, but I'm never like I watch what I eat. Like I'm usually only eating like 1 or 2 meals a day. Like I'm never like a 3 meal. I have to eat breakfast, lunch, dinner. No, like it's it's usually just dinner and like I'm good. Or very rare, like even if I do have breakfast, it's like very small, like nothing crazy, you know.
Yeah.
And I just stay on that until like dinner time, you know. So.
But it's not only food, right? It's like any other type of vices too. Right, like smoke. You said no smoking, no drinking.
Yeah. I mean, it's I unfortunately vape.
Oh shit.
I hate it.
You hear it here first.
I got like.
Do you hate it really?
I mean, after I eat, like I need it, man. It's just that there's that feeling, but like that's.
Oh, you have one right now.
Yeah, it's but I'm trying to quit though. It's very bad. Like last year, I was on tour with the guys. We were in Toronto, and this happened a few times before. But I was smoking heavy, and I started getting sleep apnea, in my sleep. So like at night, like I was just lose breath. I would just be like, I can't breathe like at all. I would just like I'd have to like pound my freaking chest just to get myself to breathe. And I was like, it's probably just because I'm dehydrated. And I'd go back to sleep and ignore it, you know, like nothing happened. But then it happened when I was in Toronto with the boys. One of our friends hosted us at his crib. So I was sleeping with my boy Adil. And Rami and Eunice were in the other room. So we were both in the same bed. And I wake up in the middle of the night. I can't breathe. You know, I'm just like, And then my boy Adil, who's like, was also very religious when it comes to Islam, he's like, oh, he's getting possessed. Oh, shit.
Shit.
Fucking freaking out. You see it. He's trying to like shake me, you know.
That would be fucking crazy. Yeah. Though. Like, yeah, I would be thinking the same thing. Like, what the fuck is going on?
I caught my breath. I'm like, you know, he's like, you good, man? I'm like, yeah.
Started fucking crawling.
And then I just went back to sleep.
Like scary movies. Fucking getting climbed up the wall and shit.
Yeah.
You think it's because of the vaping though?
Oh, 100%. 100%. It's vaping mixed with like not drinking enough water, but it's mainly the vaping for sure.
Was it sweet and sour chicken flavor?
Yeah.
I was gonna say
that
barbecue.
sounds wild.
I was gonna say barbecue rib, but you don't eat pork.
Yeah,
So that of course it wouldn't be that flavor.
Do you have vapes at the gas station?
Yeah.
Shit. It's like you tired to get away.
I get it from the friggin' wholesaler,
Oh,
and
sure.
it's right there in front of me. So it's like, and it's like I get it for the cheaper wholesale cost. I'm like, of course I gotta grab one, but no, but then that morning when I woke up, my boy Atlas, he's not right next to me. Rami and Eunice aren't in their beds in the other room. Where is everybody? I go downstairs. They're all on the couch just waiting for me. Intermission, you know. It's like, what the fuck was that last night? You know, it's like, oh man, and that's just like I didn't know what sleep apnea was. You know, I was just like, oh man, I sometimes lose breath in my sleep. I think it's like the third or fourth time this happened. It was like, dude, Yazid, like I think you have sleep apnea, bro. I'm like, what's that? And then they explained it to me. I was like, it's probably from the vaping. They're like, dude, you gotta stop vaping, man. So I eased down a lot, like a lot. So it doesn't happen anymore. So yes, it was from the vaping, but I still sometimes like crave it here and there, but it's not as bad as it used to be. So
it's cool that you could take like your friend's advice and not get offended, you know? Like, you still take it like these people really.
Oh no, they still roast me, man. I still get offended.
They say, yo, remember he's fucking addicted to vapes. So they say, what the fuck?
Yeah,
that's just crazy. Yeah, that's a good group though. But yeah, they definitely gave your ass a goddamn sit down. I'm like, whoa.
The thing is, it's not the first sit down they gave me. I'm usually like the goofy one, or like I'm out of line, you know, when it comes like to the group. I'm like the black sheep of the group.
In a comedian group.
Yeah, I know, man. So I'm always the one getting roasted at, you know. So I'm just like, I'll take it. It's fine. Just give it to me. I'm like, or I just go like straight ape shit. I'm like, motherfucker, like no. I'm like, it's like it's not true.
Yeah, that's one of the questions I had. Like working with all these big names and like egos. Like, do you ever, like, how do you guys manage like working as a team? You know. There's a lot of fights, or not really?
I mean, I don't know. There's always clashes, man. But there's always clashes. I mean, especially with like, I feel like I'll admit this. Sometimes I don't do a good job in explaining something very well, and the guys will take it as like, oh, that's a stupid idea, you know. And then like somebody else in the group will explain that same idea even better. I said this shit like months ago. You know, I'm like, so like, it's like sometimes I don't communicate things well, you know, and I'm like, that's just something I got to work on myself. So, I mean, like even with like how like we want to approach something creatively, like it's 5 different minds, and it's like you have to. Like we really have to communicate things very well in order to either make a show possible or make a video possible, or how we want to approach a podcast, or how we want to. So there's a lot of different ways we have to like pivot around to see like what everybody wants, what everybody doesn't want, and then like come to, I guess, a consensus of what this has to be. Or even when it comes to show planning, like pre-show and then date of the show, like we have to make sure we assign each other roles. And we've become a lot better at it. At first, like it used to be just 2 of us, just taking care of like the logistics of the show, and the rest of the guys are just like, oh, we're waiting till the show starts. I need to get in my zone. It's like, hey, we want to get in our zone too, but like I'm trying to, because as a comic, you want to perform and have a good show. But with us, with what we do, we produce our own shows. It's not like we're not working with like comedy clubs as much. And like they just take care of all the logistics. You just go out up there and do your jokes, you know.
You're actually getting the venue.
Yeah, we're renting out the venue. We're doing our own marketing. We're bringing the people. We're working with like the light tech. We're working with the sound tech. We're working with videographers, and it's just like there's a lot of logistics, and also like when it comes to either if we're gonna check in the tickets, or we're hiring somebody to check in tickets, and they have an usher to like guide people towards the seats or whatever it may be. So there's a lot of things that are also, even after the show, like we have merch that we want to sell, and like, so there's a lot of things that like we have to assign to each other, so that way things run smoothly, so that way no one gets pissed at each other like, why the fuck didn't you do your job? I pulled your fucking weight, you know. So it's like we have to make sure everything is like, it's a lot to handle, but I feel like we've been through so much BS together that like we know exactly how to handle that situation now, and like now it should never be a problem. So now that we've communicated it, so there's clashes, it still happens, but like we have to make sure it's just communicated. That's all. So yeah, that's a T5, man. I mean, they're my brothers though. I love them. I mean, we came up, we started comedy together. We came up together, and like we're like we never really there's never really like a sense of ego when it comes like between us, like, or I think I'm better, I think I should be doing more, I think no, it's like we're all growing and we're trying to help each other grow. It's not like it's like when one person's up, we're all up, it's like we're all coming up at the same time. It's like, but now it's a matter of with stand up, we understand stand up is mainly a solo craft. And that's how with collectives are very, very rare within stand up. It's not like we're all being on stage at the same time. That's not what we're doing. But it's just more of like a group like going on tour together and like sticking together. Normally, like comedians will do a showcase one time. That's it. We're not just branding ourselves as us. We're branding ourselves as the group.
It's like a band.
Yeah. So
it's cool. But,
it's I mean, it's been 5 years. It's like, and we're now we just came back from doing Texas. We did Houston and Dallas. We did 2 sold out shows out there. We're planning another tour soon, like very, very, very soon. So we're trying to hit up. I gotta keep it on the lows. I don't want to say. I don't give any details yet, but we're super excited. Like we've been. What else did we do? We're trying to do like Detroit. We're trying to do LA and San Francisco again. New York.
Do you have a particular show that stands out, or like maybe it was your best performance or your favorite time?
It wasn't a T5 show, but it was me and Rami. We had done a show in Edmonton, Canada, and that show is my first time doing my full 20 minutes, and I was like proud of it. Like everything hit. Like it was like I didn't miss a beat. I felt really good just doing the full 20, and I was like, this is the farthest I've done like stand up before, because most comics goals is to do an hour. Like you want an hour's worth of material that you want to perfect and craft, and then eventually like run that and sell it to a network and get a Netflix special or whatever. So it's like of course you have to like have other credits as well, but like every comics goal should be is like to have your hour. So I'm like, I felt like I'm another step closer. I'm like, all right, cool. I got the 20. All right, now let's work on the next 10 minutes. All right, now I'm gonna have a 30. Now I want a 40. And then eventually, so I mean, it was a very like a good moment. And also that show was crazy. Like it was our first time doing like me and Rami alone just doing an independent show like in Edmonton, Canada, of all places. That morning of the show, we were at like 8 tickets. We're like, dude, fuck, how the fuck are we gonna fill this fucking theater up? So we were just like I told him like, yo, I'm just gonna print out like 100 flyers. I'm gonna walk around this fucking city, just post them up everywhere. I don't give a fuck. So and I was just like telling word of mouth, like, and also there's this like film festival happening at the time too. So we were telling people out there, and then like by the end of the night, we ended up pulling like 40 people. Like so it was like for out of state, it's good. You know what I mean? It was like, or like out of the country even. So we were just like, dude.
Shout out to them nice Canadians, man. They gonna pull up.
Yeah,
man. We gonna pull up for sure. You invite me, I'm gonna come.
Yeah, man. And even like it was like
spare time.
Like it was at the time when like all the stuff with like Palestine was happening as well. It was like right then and there. So it was like that same day there was like the protests. Some people were like, oh, there's a show happening after the protests come through. So it was like it was cool just seeing like your own people coming through to the show.
Yeah,
so,
for sure.
Even though it wasn't the greatest time to be doing comedy, to be honest, but like with everything going on, but it's
yeah, but shit, I mean that's also like a good point too. With everything going on, like people do like still need relief. You know what I'm saying? You just can't like look at things like, I mean obviously it's okay to know what's going on, but it's like to go through it every day. Like people that like always need a relief from something, like even if it's like 5 minutes away from like real life, and they can like look at a video or like look at you like tell a joke. That's like, you know what I'm saying? That makes more days than others.
That's why you like making people laugh, right? Because it like distracts them from
reality.
Yeah.
No, in some ways, it's like life's not that serious, Life's really not that like deep, So it's like I feel like we should be able to laugh and joke a lot. So it's I just don't like following the rules, man. Just like breaking the rules.
Nice.
Yeah.
Do you have anything you want to shout out or like any shows coming up?
First of all, shout out T5. Shout out my boys, Adil Kaiser, Yunus Dahir, Rami Abashab, and Mo Ali. We are planning a Chicago show at the end of the month, just like a final end of the year show. December 30th, I believe. We just confirmed it today, low-key. So
let's
like,
go.
We still got to do like flyer and like and get like the details out and like kind of and all that. But we're stoked for that. Yeah, shout out Terminal 5 Comedy, man. Shout out. You guys should have. I'm not sure if you're familiar with Ruben Ramirez.
Is he from Chicago?
He's from Chicago. Ruben is one of the funniest comics on the scene right now. Like, he is super dope and super, super friendly, man. Like, he's definitely somebody you should reach out to have like as a guest on the pod, 100%. And then I'm sure he'd be down, man.
It's not him though, right?
That's him.
Oh, that's him. Okay.
Like that's his most current photo right there.
Him?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's
he kept going back.
That's
and
two
forth.
different people.
Yeah. I was
Shout out Ruben. Come on.
But then
pod.
they mixed into here.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know who that
His ass like Mac Miller a little bit. Like a chubbier Mac Miller.
That's it.
No,
Yeah,
it's this guy. He's a
I
different-
mean, keep
it's
cooking
the-
other
Oh,
pictures.
sorry. I thought that's who Squared was talking
Yeah,
about.
no, super hilarious.
I was
man.
talking about that gentleman, but no, he looks like Ruben.
Shout out Ruben. You've done shows with him too?
Yeah, man. We were supposed to do he was supposed to be our special guest for a T5 show that we were doing in November, but the show ended up being canceled. But he still helps on some of our other shows that we do.
Nice.
So, but no, Ruben's super hilarious. Yeah, reach out to him, man. He's tell him I sent him. I'm sure he'd love to, man. Shout out Pablo. Shout out Pops Prince. You know, shout out the studio, man. This is sick. Shout out Square. Shout out Asians.
Thank you.
I'm forgetting his name.
Hey, that's good enough for me.
Man, bro.
Thank you.
And shout out
I was gonna say Yusuf.
Yusuf.
Friendly.
User friendly podcast. Shout out the greatest and friendliest podcast on earth.
That ass.
Dude, I want to do an official like soundbite for you, just for funsies. Just fuck it. They're gonna be like, who the fuck did this voice? And keep it anonymous. No one should ever know. And only real ones.
They're gonna know now because you said it.
Yeah, only real ones who know will know.
We'll
the
have
ones
to
who
watch
listen to
this
this episode.
episode.
That's it.
Shout out your Instagram, your socials. Really.
Yeah, I mean, Instagram at Yazdo, YAZDOE. TikTok is Yazzido with an I, YAZIDOE. Dude, I love y'all so much. Appreciate y'all. I mean, this was fun, man. This was a good time.
Thank you, bro.
You know, I appreciate good company, bro. So that's I think like that's what matters here.
Yeah.
You know, here at Friendly Studios.
You can follow me at Pops Prince, Pablo Trees, popsprince.com. I have sweatpants coming out.
Ooh.
Looking forward to that. I feel like I want like a nice little winter thing.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of people are going to be at the crib. So look out for that. It's going to be on my website. Yeah, where can they find you guys at?
You can find me at Squared Hill everywhere. SQUAREDHILL. Comfy Fits. CMFYFITTS. And yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Jason?
Find me at stayoutoforder.com. Thank you guys.
Let's go. Episode 80.